Hi, hello, long time no see. It's been a while since my last video. I was like thinking about this all morning. I was like, I haven't posted on here in a while, haven't posted any updates. I've been relatively inactive on Instagram. And I was like, you know what? I should film a quick video and just tell everyone where I've been, what I've been up to, what's been going on, so on and so forth. So, where to begin? Well, first and foremost, if you didn't know, I moved back to Houston. So I'm originally from Houston. I moved from Austin back to Houston, moved back in with my parents, and I've been here for almost a year now. I would say it's been quite some time. Has it been a year? I feel like it's been a year, right? But I actually filmed like a moving vlog, and for some reason I just never got around to editing the video. So I have like the footage, I just haven't worked on it. It's like a whole thing, right? But I'm back home. And also I did announce this on Instagram, but I didn't really announce it anywhere else. I feel like around the last con I did last year, around, I think it was in August. It might have been after Matsuri, or maybe there was another one after Matsuri, Anime Matsuri, but I don't remember. But I remember thinking to myself, okay, I need to take a break. So I told myself I was going to take a break, and I announced it on my Instagram, like through a story. I said I was going to take a break for like a year, 1 year off, no cons, none of that. And another thing that happened was, I did briefly mention this in a previous video, but I did start working full-time as a designer, as an in-house designer. So I have a corporate job. Again, it's been a while since I've done that. I only have so much PTO, right? But I told myself that I was going to spend a year focusing on myself and also the other aspects of my life that I've neglected. So one big reason that I wanted to take a break was, well, one, I had this new job, so my lifestyle was changing and my priorities were changing. And two, because I think while I was freelancing and, being self-employed and being my own business owner and everything, I feel like I really struggled to strike a certain work-life balance. I was really neglecting other areas of my life in favor of my business. And when I say that, I mean like the social aspects of my life was one of them, but also the health aspect of my life was another one I was neglecting. So I was spending a lot of time just figuring things out health-wise. I did mention this briefly, but I did get like a procedure. There was a lot going on, right? I feel like when I was doing conventions, I really enjoy doing Artist Alley. I think it's very fulfilling for me because I really enjoy the human aspect of having people interact with my art and my work. I just really enjoy that person-to-person, human-to-human interaction. And I know that people walking by your booth is kind of like the real-life equivalent of someone just scrolling down the page. But it's like different, right? I really enjoy it. It's really fulfilling for me. But I think I was always traveling for it, and I was always planning for that next trip, planning for that next event. And I feel like I was so engrossed in it all that it was really hard for me to make time for my friends. And I feel like every time I did get to meet up with my friends, they'd be like, what have you been up to? And I'd be like, oh, I've been, planning for this convention. I've been doing this event. I was traveling here doing this event, traveling here doing this event. And I feel like I never really had anything else to contribute to the conversation. And I was starting to realize that it was kind of like consuming my life, but like in a bad way, right? And through Artist Alley, I was able to make a lot of like artist friends who were also vending, but it was like, I feel like I was neglecting people back home, which made me feel bad. And I also had other friends I've been wanting to visit for a long time. It'd be sad because sometimes it'd be like, oh, I'm in your city, but it's for a convention and I'm only here for a weekend and I'm going to be vending the whole time. And then the problem was that when I was done vending, I'd be so physically and mentally exhausted because it's like a full, like you're on like the whole time. So I'd be so exhausted that I wouldn't have the energy to do anything. And so even when I was, traveling, I wasn't really able to enjoy myself much either. And when I would get home, I'd be so tired from the whole thing that I would just like shut down for like a couple weeks to recharge. I feel like it took a toll on me after a while, so I made the decision to take a break, right? It's like I have the tools and the knowledge to succeed, but it's like I feel like I don't have the whole work-life balance thing figured out, unfortunately. And it was like becoming like all consuming. So I was like, you need to take a break. You need to have fun. You need to like enjoy life again, because you're not enjoying life right now. And for me, when I'm not enjoying life, it's really hard for me to create. And that's another thing I want to touch on, right? So when I was running my shop, which is also currently like closed, I feel like I was constantly thinking of new merch ideas. There was a time when I was really excited about coming up with new ideas. And I think after a while, I started to lose like that spark of like inspiration and creativity that I used to have. And so this past year, I've been working on, rediscovering that spark, rediscovering the things that I like. I remember I sat down one day and I asked myself, what do you like to make? What type of art do you like to make? What kind of subject matter do you like to depict, right? And I realized that I had no idea anymore, right? Because I feel like throughout this journey I've been taking on, these past few years as like an artist and trying to be self-employed, my tastes and my style, I feel like they were changing in ways that eventually felt kind of incompatible with each other. And after a while, I was just feeling really lost. Like I didn't know what I liked anymore, which was like a weird predicament to be in. And so I've been spending a lot of time just like absorbing everything around me, other artists, movies, games, books, and I've been indulging in other hobbies like reading and writing and music. And it's been really enriching. It's been really fulfilling. And I think I'm starting to get a better idea of the kind of artist I want to be. And that's another reason I think I was feeling a bit off about my artist endeavors, was because I feel like I was losing my identity as an artist. And at some point, I just didn't know what I wanted to do with all of that, Like, because as a business, you're constantly having to come up with new ideas, create new art, create new merch. And I just was like, I can't do this right now. Like, I don't even know. Right? Like, I would pick up the pen and I'd be like, yeah, I got nothing. Like, I don't know what I want to make, and I'm the kind of person who unfortunately can't force it, right? Like I can't just be like, go make the most popular thing on the market right now, right? Like I can't do it. And it was like, this is a problem, okay? Now I'm in a very privileged position where I am able to get a full-time paying job as a designer. So through doing this, it gives me the opportunity to explore this, right? To actually be able to take that break. And I acknowledge that, like, that makes me a lot more privileged than other people. But even while I was doing art, I never really fully gave up design either. Like I was still freelancing as a designer while I was also doing art, because they're both things I'm very passionate about. And honestly, this break has been really nice because I've been able to focus again on my design work, which for a long time was actually a huge source of insecurity for me, just because of like toxic workplace environments from previous jobs and just overall like imposter syndrome. Because I feel like the design field is so competitive and imposter syndrome is so rampant in this field. It's crazy. And it's been really nice being in a supportive environment where I can fully explore, this part of my life and further hone my craft. Now, after all of this, I feel like I'm in a place where I better understand myself as a person and as a creator, as a creative. I'm starting to realize that I feel like I kind of like tricked myself into thinking that I liked making a certain type of art because I wanted it to sell well, when the truth is that that's not actually what I like to make. And now I'm kind of like thinking, like, how am I going to, like, do I have to like rebrand myself now? Like it's such a weird thing to think about, like branding yourself, right? Like as an artist and as like a person and as like a content creator. So now I'm sitting here like, what now, right? Well, here's the plan. I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to take it steady. And I'm going to like gradually ease my way back into making art, sharing it online, like making art and sharing it online. Because making art is one thing, sharing it with others is another thing entirely. And I've been doing a lot of writing. And I've been realizing that one passion I've always had, which correlated with my love for art growing up, was that I loved to tell stories, right? Like I was writing stories when I was a kid. Like I would write it up on like an old version of like Microsoft Word, like 97 or whatever. And I wrote it all in Comic Sans for some reason, but I would write these silly stories. I would write my little chapters, and I don't think it was particularly any good. But then I would also go and I would like draw my little characters and stuff like that. And I was like, this was my passion when I was a childhood. What am I doing right now? And now I'm starting to wonder how much of my passion is about like art and how much of it is like storytelling. Is it both? I don't know. I feel like I've been neglecting this like inner child of mine for a really long time, and I've been revisiting it, right? So I've been coming up with my own stories with my own characters and stuff like that, and I've been doodling them like really frequently these past few months, and now I'm starting to like get that spark that I was missing before. All of that is to say that I have been very lost as an artist, and I've been taking a break for a variety of reasons, but through this break, I've been able to like rediscover myself as a creative and as a person. And I've been able to go around and actually travel for fun for like the first time in like years and years and years. And it's been nice. I've been able to spend so much time with people that I love and care about. I've been able to reconnect with people. I've been able to, you know, improve myself like health-wise. Like I feel so much better now. I feel like more confident with myself now as like a person and as like an artist, as an adult too, because I feel like career-wise, I'm starting to feel more fulfilled as well. And I'm starting to reevaluate what it is that I want as an artist. Like, what does success look for me as an artist? Like, I'm trying to redefine that for me, because for the longest time I did want to do the whole online shop thing. I did want to do the convention thing, and it did make me very happy for a time. And I could see myself gradually making improvements. Like I was doing it, like I was doing the thing, and I was surviving, and I was doing the thing. But it was like, but was I living? You know, I don't think I was. Like I'm so many complicated feelings about it, because I experienced so many great things, but at the same time, I feel like I was sacrificing other parts of my life just because I have like no sense of like self-discipline, I guess. Success for an artist doesn't have to look a certain way. And my shop is closed right now, but I do want to reopen it at some point. Like I want to ease myself back into it and see how I feel about it. If I do go back to doing conventions, I feel like the goal for me is to actually become like a full-on like print artist. Like, I think if I ever go back to doing that, that's what I want. Like, I think that would be the most fulfilling thing for me personally. And I think this break helped me realize it. It's just now that I need to sit down and actually make stuff that makes me truly happy and fulfilled, and stuff that's like fully representative of who I am, like as a person and as an artist. So, long story short, I went on a break for like, well, one, it was for health, but also for like self-discovery, right? So it's just like a year of focusing on me, improving my life, and just learning how to have a good time, right? Learning how to like live my life and actually have fun. And I think I've been doing a great job of that. But here I am now in front of all you, in front of this camera. And I don't know, it's been really nice being able to like talk to you guys again. It's been so long. This has been on my mind for so long. I'm like, I should make a video and let everyone know what's going on. But here I am now. It's happening. And I have so much footage I need to just go through and edit. But I just wanted to post a little update video and just a little chill sit down and talk video. This was originally going to be a vlog, but then as I was sitting here, I was like, no, I should just like sit here and talk. The vlog stuff can wait for next time. It was really nice talking to y'all again, and I hope you'll have a great rest of your day, week, month, year, whatever. And I will see y'all next time.